Hey guys, welcome back. MTG Moxman here. I hope you guys are as excited as I am to be here. Thank you so much for tuning in for another exciting episode. If you happen to be new to the channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's free to do. It helps the channel grow, and we are trying to get to that 1,000 mark as soon as possible for extra kind of bonus stuff we're doing for our giveaway video. And you can find the giveaway video in the link below for Zendikar Rising. So please, all you gotta do is subscribe, hit the link below, find the video, comment only in that video, and I'll be happy to add your name for the chance to win. And of course, thank you to all the Patreon people. Tell me if you notice anything different tonight, okay? Tell me if you notice. I'm asking. All right, guys, thank you again for tuning in. So we have a few spoiler cards to go over today, a little bit of fun. My thumbnail is a picture of me today. I'm just trying some stuff out. So it's not like one of my big writing things, just something new. But it's going to be pretty awesome. So we have a couple of cards to go over. Now, I may not have hit every card that dropped again today. My son came home sick, so I had to leave work early, and I get to do a video a little bit early today, which I know will throw people off. So I am sorry about that. I may still publish this later. I don't know. I might just publish early and let you guys have some fun with it. But there's a couple of good cards that I thought were enjoyable, so I thought it'd be good to check it out. Okay? So we're going to jump right into this one. By the way, there was a love-hate card. There was a card I hate that got made today, and there was a card that I loved got made today, so we will go over those as well. Let me know which ones you think are my love-hate cards in the comment section below, and I will try not to give it away when I talk about them. Okay, card number 1 today. Angel of Destiny. All right, this is a 2 white 3-drop guy. 3 colorless. He's a 2/6 double strike flying. Pretty cool and beautiful art. But it says, whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you and that player may gain that much life, which is kind of cool. And then at the beginning of your end step, if you have at least 15 life more than your starting life total, Angel of Destiny attack this turn, you lose the game. That card is going to be so much fun. Okay, people are going to build around this, guys. Be prepared to see this card played. It is going to happen a lot. Let me read that bottom again. At the beginning of your end step, if you have at least 15 more life than your starting life total, each player Angel of Destiny attack this turn loses the game. So picture, it says each player. So in a game of Commander, only the player that got attacked and has more life will die. But you can do so much more with that in an EDH deck. That's crazy. But also in a regular game of Standard, a couple of mini mob monsters, white token guys pounding away. You get some life total up. You drop this guy on the board. He hits once. It's going to be game over pretty fast, okay? So this card will definitely see play. Love the art, love the card, and it's an Angel Cleric, you see, so it still fits that whole party theme that they're doing right now. And I think that I actually like in the sense, I don't really like the party theme that much. I kind of wish we had some allies and stuff in there, but it's cool to see that they're still kind of balancing it out. Like it's still a Cleric. It still goes together with a party, so it can see some regular gameplay. Really enjoy this card. All right, next card. I missed this one last night. It dropped later on. I didn't see it. Emaria's Call. So this is 3 white, 4 other, and it says create 2 4/4 white warrior angel token creatures with flying. Non-angel creatures you control gain indestructible until your next turn. So you can just do it all out attack. After you've dropped these 2 on the board, everything's got indestructible. You can poke around them, or you drop this stuff out. If you have enough mana, then you follow it with something that blows up the board. But your guys indestructible are going to be around. Maybe not the angels, but all your non-angel creatures will be around still, which is pretty cool if you mix that with an Elspeth deck. Maybe I have ideas, because you notice I told you guys that there'll be cards that will destroy things. So they haven't really shown a lot of those cards yet, but they got to have them coming. If not in this set, the next one, because it'll be creepy not to have cards that board wipe that can't be stopped. I don't know, it'd be crazy. Picture this with Shadow of the Sky is all I'm saying. Great card. Number 3. Alright, I love this card. Roiling Regrowth. Sacrifice a land. Search your library for up to 2 basic lands and put them onto the battlefield tapped. It just says sacrifice a land. Cool. Then shuffle your library. So picture this with Cultivate. Man, you will be nuking out land so fast onto your board. This card will see play everywhere. I know it's a utility card, but you're going to see it. It's going to cycle out people's deck. It's going to sack things to the graveyard to bring things back. Because as soon as land hits the board, don't forget, as soon as it hits the graveyard, if you want to bring creatures that have Unchained, they can come back again, right? So things from Theros are really going to like a card like this that's sacking land, but you're getting more land, which is thinning your deck out, allowing you to do even more things. So, great way to cycle through your deck. Really impressed with this card. We are definitely going to see this one having a hunky-dory good time. I'm looking at it myself already for what I can do with my green-blue deck. So, pretty awesome. Like the card. Number 4, Low Mages Domination. Alright, Low Mages Domination is 3 plus X. And it says this spell costs 3 less to cast if it targets a creature whose controller has 8 or more cards in their graveyard. Gain control of target creature with converted mana cost of X. So it's an X effect, but you could go after some pretty big creatures in this game. You can go after pick things apart. You can go after some big beasties, right? It is a creature. It's not a planeswalker, but you can, I mean, it's kind of like they almost brought back a weaker form of mass domination, right? Is what it feels like to me. So it also costs a little bit less to use later in the game as well. If they have 8 or more cards in the graveyard, you can really kind of get things going. But it says targets a creature, not multiple creatures, not multiple planeswalkers. So it is a weaker form, but it's only an uncommon. So you can expect to see this in gameplay, guys, because at its casting cost, having 4 of those or sideboarding them in from a deck, or having a card like Fae of Wishes, let them go get this card later in the game, it's still going to be around, right? We still have Eldraine in there, so it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing this bad boy for a bit. So, next card. Card number 5. This is the last card I'm doing today, guys, on this little bit of the talk, and this is the Seagate Stormcaller. Number 1, art is awesome. 2 casting cost, 2 1-drop. Who does this remind you of? Alright. Now it says when Seagate Stormcaller enters the battlefield, copy target next instant or sorcery spell that costs 2 or less. Doesn't this just remind you of a certain card? If you can name that card, please put it in the link below, or in the comment section, because I'm curious to see how many people remember that card. All right. If Seagate Stormcaller was kicked, though, you get to copy it twice. So a late game card, this card will be awesome. Early, it's still copying something, so it's a pretty sweet card. But I just love the art. It is a good card, man. Awesome card. It is definitely going to see play all over the place in more than one format. So those are the cards that really caught my eye. There was lots of mediocre cards again, guys, that didn't really grab me as I thought they would, and that's okay. I don't expect every card in Zendikar to be a wow affecting card. Now I had a few little things with a few of the players here and a few of the people on the channel, and a lot of my friends are still really psyched for this set. Trust me, nothing is slowing them down. They love the fact that these fetch lands are going to be all over the place. They don't care about the value going down. They just want to get the cards. I understand that. I do. I'm looking at potential value, though, if I invest in things, if I buy things. Sealed product will still always hold a value, though, so I'm not worried about that point. But, I'm worried about Wizard reprinting too much equity, because they've really pumped out a lot to get this fourth quarter earnings up very high. And trust me, I've been following Hasbro's stock, and it's going up, so that tells you they're doing well. But there's also an equal amount of my friends who have investment cards who have bought them. I keep telling them just to buy like reserve list only, but they do invest in some of these staple cards, and they're going to lose some money. It's a fact. I've told them to trade them in, but they may not listen to me. So I thought it'd just be a nice way to start the day out today. See if you guys can name off the things I said. So which card did I like the most out of those ones I showed you, and which one did I hate the most? And I'd love to know, out of the cards I showed you today, which ones do you think are the best cards? Which one do you think were the weakest out of the ones I showed you today? So I think that'll be fun. A little bit of excitement today. We're another day closer. We grabbed more subscribers, so thank you again to all the new subscribers who joined. And again, guys, please get those friends to subscribe. We're at 637 today, so we're actually only, 350, 47, 57, 67, 63? 63. 463 away? 363 away. Yeah, 363 away. We're below 400, guys. My math is horrible today, but we can totally get there. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this all turns out. I think we can still make that 1,000, guys. If we push this out, if people can see me out there, I think we're going to get there. It's going to be a lot of fun. I even enjoy the race of trying to get there now, just to see if we can make it. See if I can get to that 1,000. I think we can do it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is MTG Moxman. We will see you guys tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow's Friday. Ooh. No, you won't see me tomorrow. I'm not on Fridays. I go up north. But I think you'll see me Saturday? I know I've been doing weekend videos lately just because there's so much content to talk about. There's so many things that interest me. So maybe you will see a double video tonight. I may try to do a second video. It won't be on this though. It isn't on Zendikar, but it's just something I wanted to talk about. So I'll see you guys later. Have a great one. Thanks for tuning in. MTG Moxman, you guys rock. And again, thank you to all my patrons who signed up and helped me out. Appreciated. And by the way, if anyone made this far in the video, where we at? 11 minutes in the video. Anyone who noticed the change today, please tell me what the change was in the comments below. All right, guys. I put a lot of stuff in the comments below today. We'll see how many people actually pay attention to all this. Have a great one, guys. Awesome. Awesome day. Good stuff. It was good stuff today. Later, guys. Guys, big shout out to all my Patreon supporters. Thank you for helping, making this camera possible. It's not a top end one, but it really does make life a lot easier. So thank you everyone for helping me out. I really appreciate it. Thanks.